What you want?
Hello, I'll start this first edition of Watches I'm Watching with a couple of pieces that I have already ordered and are due to arrive later in the spring. The first watch will arrive from one of Singapore's Magnificent Seven. I'm talking about Grupo Gamma's Venturo 3 GMT. Last year's launch of Seiko's NH34 movement was bound to generate an explosion of affordable GMTs. While a bit late to the party, Grupo Gamma's offering might end up holding the best value. This looks like a no-nonsense solid steel instrument. The watch is advertised at $410 on the bracelet, but once you add it to the cart, you'll get an extra 15% off the pre-launch price, taking it down to a very appealing $350. The second watch I'm expecting is the Australian Houtman Murchison. There's an effervescent watch community down under, and Houtman's latest offering is as eclectic as any. We're talking about 4 dial options as diverse as possible. I have initially ordered the Aviator version, but upon realizing I already have too many dark dials, I switched to the Burnt Earth. Having already paid for it, I'm just hoping the bracelet will fit one of my other watches, as my feeling is I'll wear this variant more on the leather. A Swiss movement watch for $375 is really a bargain nowadays. On to my wish list, the first watch on it will hopefully come from the Indonesian brand MW. I say hopefully because while the Legato diver has created quite a buzz, it's also been facing a manufacturing issue concerning the unusual caseback. Here's to hoping those issues will be solved and they'll get to release their planned 2023 models, including the Pilot 24 jumping dial. The watch is still on the drawing board, but renders are mouth-watering. This will pretty much be a day-night indicator with a twist. Check out the concept on their webpage. Next up is a watch I carry over from my 2022 wishlist. The Perrin Nera Rogue X is one of the finest designs out there, managing to combine diver and field watch aesthetics into a sleek case. Unfortunately, this Celita-powered 39mm beauty is over my €500 budget, but considering its Romanian heritage, I might make an exception. Speaking of Romanian heritage, I would be really happy to add to my collection one of Albert Villa's Art Deco pieces. Of the 3 collections they have available on their website, the Maiota 9039 powered Rhapsody in Blue would be my choice. But my understanding is they might release a new batch of the Petit Seconde later this year. Crossing the ocean, the Canadian micro-brand Van Banner have announced that the third batch of their PM 2.0 will end this popular line. Of the 5 initial colorways, only the yellow and the turquoise are still available, so I'm taking a hard look at the later. While I'm not necessarily a diver fan, looking at this watch puts a smile on my face, and having such specs and build quality at under $350 is certainly the kind of bargain I'm fond of. Nodus have made a name for themselves with a certain stylistical identity and their fondness for regulating Seiko movements. It was therefore easy to predict they will be amongst the pioneers of using the NH34, and boy, does their sector GMT look the part. Unsurprisingly, the blue dial has sold out quickly. However, the good news is a new batch should be ready before mid-January. What do you get when you lock a Tudor Ranger and an Omega Railmaster in a room? Well, you get the fabulous Dryden Heartlander. Assembled in Kansas City, these Maiota 9 series powered field watches are right up my alley stylistically, but unfortunately taxes take it out of my budget. They do however run a 20% discount on their VK63 chronos, so I might end up getting a consolation price. No taxes though on Walbrook watches. Famous for the skin diver Neil Armstrong wore when not making small steps on the moon, the French company makes one of the most beautiful mecha quartz chronographs on the market. Powered by the VK64, this all stainless steel retro beauty comes with black, blue, or evil panda dials, both on beads of rice or leather at under $400. Not a cheapo, but heritage and being hand assembled in France come with a premium. Staying in France, let's take a look at Depancel. Most of their watches are well outside my budget, and the automatics that I can afford are unfortunately powered by 8 series Mayota. Their Stradale chronographs, though, are just shy of $400 and feature an unheard of 5-year warranty. Of the three colorways, I like the blue the most. I like it so much, in fact, that I might forgive them for using mineral crystals. Crossing the channel, we find the legend of watchmaking, for better or worse, depending on who you're asking, the Time Factors shop. Run in a somewhat bizarre fashion by watchmaker Eddie Platz, Time Factors is the online shop where no less than 6 brands, including the Heritage Smiths, are sold exclusively. The watch I'm currently interested in is the Smiths PRS 40 Chrono. At first glance, there was an air of familiarity about this mecha quartz that I couldn't really explain. I then found out that this angular bullhead is the first watch designed by Giovanni Moro, who then founded this nice little micro brand called Unimatic. Moving to the Netherlands, we'll visit another shop, Serious Watches. While they sell an abundance of micro brands and Japanese watches, they have a fast growing pre owned section which I recommend checking daily. However, the main reason I'm featuring this shop is my never ending quest to finally finding a Seiko watch I'd want to keep. The Alpinist might have been the one if only it was 35% cheaper. However, after taking a hard look at JDM Seikos, I think I might have found an affordable stand-in. The Seiko Spirit SZ-SB018. Now I know, this is to the Alpinist what Mark Wahlberg is to Matt Damon, but at $270 you can't really have your cake and eat it. So unless you guys give me some pointers, this should do.